Hi, alright, we're back for Principles of Design Part 2, and in this tutorial what I'm going to go through is basically how to use layers and aligning your layers and making sure everything looks neat and nice, and also a bit more on the CSS sheets that we saw here, and that just basically stands for cascading style sheets, which just holds all the information about how your website looks and the layout of the headings, links, the layers, or they call them AP divs now. So let's start. Alright, so first in this code what we're going to do is we're going to highlight all of that CSS, the pink kind of writing. So from style to style, right click, copy. I'm going to start a new HTML, so file, new, blank HTML, and click create. Right, so now we've got a new HTML document, and we're going to name this second page. We're going to tab down, right click, and paste. Right, so once you've done that, you can Control and S and you save this as second underscore page. Once you've saved it, you'll notice that all that background and everything, all the preferences that you set in the home page has come back here. Not the writing, because we didn't copy that code, the body, we just copied the style. So the first thing is I'm going to teach you how to insert an AP div. Now these are also referred to as layers. So we're going to insert a layout object, an AP div. Now these can be moved anywhere on your screen, so you can type in it. You can also insert images, anything into your AP divs videos from Flash or anything like that. So what we'll do first is we'll just insert an image into this. So file, insert an image. Find an image that you'd like to insert and click OK. Yep. And you can ignore this and click OK. So as you can see, it's quite big. Now this is your first look at how to actually change the size of an image that you've got. So there's the easy way, you can do it like this and just drag it however big you want. But you could see problems with that later in the future when you're inserting two pictures. Right, so yep, you can change your width and your height of your picture here. So we'll just change it to 200 by 200. And you can see the picture's gone much smaller now and it looks a bit more in shape with the site. You can take it to as small as you want, so you can change it to 150 by 150 and enter. And you can move that wherever you want. Now it's in the div, you can move it wherever you want on the screen. And also when you go to split your code, you can see that the div has been added to your code as well. So now you can actually go back into design view, you can right click on that div, copy, right click again and paste and click OK. And you'll see here that you have the same div twice. So you know both pictures are exactly the same size, and you can move this wherever you want on the screen. So we'll just move it here for now. You can also put in writing in your headings in here as well. So we'll just put this in the middle and have that as VT4KS3. Now what we're going to want to do is we've already put the code in for our headings, which is heading 1. So what we can do is go back into design view, click on the div, format, and go to paragraph format, and it's heading 1 that we want. So if you look, that's changed now back into the heading 1 that we set in the home page. That's all the way into our second page now. So make it small if you want, but that might be a bit small for the site that you're looking at. So we can actually right click, page properties. If you've forgotten any of this, you can refer back to the part 1 of this video. So you can actually change the heading 1 into extra large and apply. You can see that's gotten bigger, and OK. And you want to stretch this out just enough there. So you can put your headings in there too. If you split it, you can see that we've got our div, we've got our writing here, and it's also added the H1 and close H1 tags. You can do this manually as well. Right, so now you can actually insert some text into your AP divs as well. So here's just some text that I had earlier. Minimize that, and we can paste into there. You can see it's come out like that, but you can change the div size as much as you want. So we'll keep it to that. Right, and I know what you're thinking. It doesn't look very neat. So what we'll do is we'll start off by sizing this wherever we want. So if you look here, it'll say left and it'll say top. So what I like to do is change this to a nice round number. So if that's 155, we'll change it to 150. And if that's 52, we'll change it to 50. So now you can see it did move a little bit, both left and up. So what we want to do is we actually want to use them two settings for left and top for this picture too. So we'll round that to 1000 and we'll round that to 50. Now we change that to 50 because this one's 50 as well, and because they're the same size we know that them two are exactly in line right now. So now we'll change this right here, we'll change that to 600. And you can play around with it. If you don't think it's in the middle, you can just change it around. So we'll change it to 580, more in the middle, and we'll change that to 90. And with this one, you can also play around with it. You can decide where you want it. If you wanted to start here, then you're trying to get that back in line with here. So you want that to be 150. It's 151, so we'll just change it to 150. There you go. And you can make this as large as you want. And you can bring back text to work and tab down. Now you know that all 4 of these are exactly in line by using the functions here. L and T, and L and T for this. Also the left and top for this as well. Now you can change this to 90. I change them to round numbers because it's just much easier in the future if you're trying to change them around than clicking in 287 into every single one of these boxes. So that's how you use divs. You can check your code as well, and each one of your divs will be highlighted once you click on them in the split view. So here's another one. That's all your writing. That's your heading. And that is your tutorial on making AP divs. And in the next one, we're going to be going over how to make hyperlinks, and we'll go through the CSS for that as well, which we set earlier. Should be the link. So the colour of the link should be that colour. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.